Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. As you can see, it is darker and cloudy out today, so I think I really kind of dodged a bullet not going to French Lick for the rail excursion with NARCOA. It's a hard one to say for me. Yeah, it would have been pretty miserable. It's 54 degrees here, raining. It's supposed to be thundering over there. So yeah, probably turned out for the best. Now, as disappointing as that was, I did find that in Lafayette there was going to be a sort of a train show, and I guess it's a model railroad club that's up there. Not 100% sure, but I don't think there's going to be vendors or anything like that. It's just basically showcasing their club, from what I can kind of gather on the ad that I saw. I was thinking about going to that, and then at the last minute I found another ad for a train show up in Peru, and it's indoors, so I don't have to worry about the weather except for driving there. And they do have vendors, so I'm gonna let you guess what I'm doing. Yeah, that's right, I'm going to another train show up here. So let me pay attention to the road. I'm kind of coming up to a slow semi here, and yeah, that way I can make it to the train show. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, imagine being on a speeder in this rain. I mean, you can't really see the rain, but believe me, it's raining. Model show. Oh, it's picking up too.
Wasn't a bad show. It was actually a little bit better than I thought, because when I first walked in that door and I saw like models, you know, like 1/24 scale models and a bunch of 3D printed stuff, I'm like, this isn't a train show. But yeah, it turns out there was more involved, but there's a lot of vendors. This guy here is one of my favorite. He is at almost every single show that I go to that I've seen around here. Along with this couple here, they actually, between the two of them, they've done a lot of my layout between the buildings from the couple and from the gentleman here with all the trees and all the little details. So
All right, so I went in the door like an idiot, in the wrong door. Apparently there was a model show here as well today. But after perusing the building and seeing the sign saying train show downstairs, I went there, and I was a lot happier at that point. I did, however, get some stuff overspent like usual. What can you do? Anyways, yeah, I actually met somebody who watches my videos. I didn't get your name. Hopefully you're watching this. Sorry about that. But it was good meeting you. And I like a fellow railroad enthusiast and light bar enthusiast. So that's kind of cool. So I'm going to try to figure out where I parked and start heading back home.
all right, folks, I am back home now, and yeah, I got my goodies here. Let's just dive right into what I have here. I will start with this one here. Didn't really wrap it very well, but I found this this nicely weathered box car. Price tag still on it. Wasn't able to negotiate with these guys. These guys were a store, and I ended up paying by card because I didn't take much money with me because I didn't want to spend much money. That didn't happen. So yeah, because it was on card, they really weren't gonna sit there and negotiate anything. So, and I had to pay taxes too on top of that. But I like this car, so to me it was worth it. These were everything that they had basically was a buy 3 get 1 free. So I saw these little bison trailers, and they had like 4 of them, I think it was, but there was only 2 different unit numbers. So this is one of the companies that I worked for up in Canada. And it was of that logo era back in the early 2000s. And so I had to get both of those. And then I was trying to figure out what else I could get. There was a Schneider National, which has a broken thing. I don't know if it was broken or not, but that's kind of disappointing. And MS carriers. You know, I remember these back in the day, back when I started driving trucks and everything. They are cheaper. They were $14 each. Again, kind of high prices for a train show as far as I'm concerned, especially considering they're just cheap plastic. I want to say, yeah, they're just Walders, but they're like the cheap end of the Walders. But I figured buy 3 get 1 free. It kind of helped out. I really didn't get too much. I had to get this though, because I'm kind of becoming a Rail Link snob. So it's got DCC and sound, Athearns ready to go. What can I say? I had to get it. SD40-2. So that was that. There was a lot of stuff that I wanted to buy. Don't get me wrong. But I really had to. There's new vocabulary I need to get in my dictionary now that I'm not on the road. And one is discipline and budget and no. And so I'm trying to learn those ones. Really hard. Give me time, pray for me, whatever. But I did get some details from my guy there with those trees. I don't know what his name is. I see him every time I go there. So it's basically just parts for the salvage yard, for the recyclers. Got some more pieces in there I gotta grab. But anyways, I got this other rusted out little vehicle. Just because it's kind of nice to have some bigger things to just kind of shove in there. Got this nice little rusted up dozer for the back of the salvage yard. And I got this pre-made fenced off area. And I got this one from him a long time ago. So I'll be able to kind of marry those two. Oops, get it on screen. Be able to kind of marry those two up some way. Somehow. And then he had, and I wanted to get more of these, but I just kind of got a few for now, just to kind of see. I don't know how many I would need, but I've got the fences like those little corrugated fences with the posts. I got 2 of those, and then I got one. I think these were like $5 or something like that, and then these ones here were $8 with a sign. So he had a whole bunch of different ones with different signs. This one says, what does it say? Riverside Auto Salvage. So I figured that's a good one. I can have that kind of out here. In fact, the arrow is pointing the right way to be able to point to the driveway that I put in. And then one last little thing is I got another one of his garbage cans, but this one has a little shopping cart on it. And I don't have a shopping area, but I know people steal those things. And I know that because my brother was one of them, one of them people. But yeah, I like the detail that he's got on these things. This one's not all dirtied up, but some of them were weathered. And so I'm probably going to replace one of these over here. In fact, this one here, I will replace right now, throw that one over there, and then I'm going to throw this bin right there. And yeah, I like that. That looks cool. One of those stupid little things, you know what I mean? So that's the haul that I got. I will unbox the locomotive and I will send it hurling around the layout with the boxcar that I got, and try to place some of these trailers wherever I can. I don't know why I don't have that many places to put trailers and that sort of stuff, but you know, like I said, I worked for Bison, so I like to put some Easter eggs of, you know, what I've worked with or on or owned, whatever the case is. So let me get to putting this stuff on the layout and unbox the locomotive, and then I can do the parade lap with the box car. We'll trail out with that. So thank you all so much for watching. I appreciate every one of you, and yeah, till the next train show, happy railroading.